Let's take this show on the road. Shit, different day. I'll be bored out my mind. Hometown, love my place, but while I'm in my prime, gotta go get away. Hop a train, cop a flight, and ride. Tonight I gotta break free. My job, those boss be work. Let's take this show on the road. Shit. Let's take this show. Let's take this show on the road. Shit, different day. I'll be bored out my mind. Hometown, love my place, but while I'm in my prime, gotta go get away. Hop a train, cop a flight, and ride. Tonight I gotta break free. My job, those boss be working minors. Clock out at 4, phone don't do not disturb. My boyfriend's cool. I need my girls, the world is ours, so run it up, let's go to a land where we cannot be found. So off the grid, way too little, slow down. No, me and who when they see me out, booked it 'cause I'm not waiting around for you. Let's fucking go, Miami. Let's fucking go, Chicago. Let's fucking go, Pimo. Let's fucking go, Houston. Let's fucking go, Atlanta. Let's fucking go, Tokyo. Let's fucking go, Brazil. Let's fucking go, London. Let's fucking go, South Africa. Let's fucking go, Korea. Let's fucking go, New York. Let's fucking go, Toronto. Let's fucking go, Paris. Let's fucking go, Nigeria. Let's fucking go, DC. Let's fucking go, and then it's just fucking go. Trees, new beach, we be out on the coast. Swimsuit, 2-piece, catch me doing the most. Eating good in Perry, grab a glass, make a toast to life. Just living like it's my life. In these streets, music playing all night. Hawaii, I found my peace on a mountain zip line. Australia stole my heart, and the natives are fine as hell. Oh well, let's spend it all tonight in a land where we cannot be found. So off the grid, way too late to slow down. No, do what I please 'cause I'm very grown. If you with me, we not staying home tonight. Let's fucking go, yeah. Let's fucking go, yeah. Let's fucking go, let's fucking go, yeah.
Hey, I am back. Bad spot, start the live. Bad spot, start the live. Hey, y'all. And we are live in the building. We are live. Thank you for the mic check, G Tina and Creole Girl, my lady mods. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Shout out to all the lady mods. Shout out to all the members, all the chatters, everybody in the bushes and the wacky weeds. How y'all doing this morning? I hope y'all are doing well. I'm rested, as you can see. I'm like an hour and a half behind this morning. Yeah, my body was like, nope, we ain't getting up. 4:30, 5 o'clock. Nope. 6 o'clock. Finally, I was like, okay, gotta go to work. So let me get myself on up here. Let me get myself on up here. Listen, I had 2 days of a wine festival in the heat, the scorching heat, and it was hot. It was hot. You hear me? It was hot. Peaches and Cream has just gifted 5 people memberships. Shout out to Peaches and Cream and the 5 beautiful people who were blessed this morning. Please say thank you to your blesser. All right. And thank you, of course, for your beautiful spirit and support of the channel, as always. She said we're gonna start this week off right. All right, all right, all right. Thank you very much again. Make sure if you were one of the lucky people, you say thank you this morning, okay? Say thank you. Bless, you've been blessed. All right, y'all, listen. The girl is tired. I got to get through this week. I am not 25. Somebody please remind me of that. I am not 25 no more, okay? 2 days out in that scorching heat, drinking wine, at a wine tasting, you taste all the wine. And of course, you probably buy a bottle or two while you're there so you can share with your family and friends or whatever. Oh, child, I'm worn out. But I am here. I am here. I had a great time. I got to see EU yesterday. Got some great footage of them, so I'll probably be loading that up on my Instagram at some time um, today. Sugar Bear and his girl. They had a good time. So it was nice. There was a nice reggae band there, but I'm not really a reggae girl, so I mean I could do reggae. Reggae is reggae mixed with go-go. So I do like that a little more than just straight reggae. But I'm an R&B girl, R&B go-go girl. Yeah, that's me. Just give me some R&B and some good old go-go music, and yeah, that's all I need. That's it. I don't need no reggae. I don't need no house. I don't gotta have none of that kind of stuff. But anyway, I hope y'all had a great weekend too. I hope you did something nice. If you was off, you didn't have to work like myself. Some people work on weekends, but if you was off like me and you was, I hope you enjoy your weekends. It's hot outside. I know sometimes it can get hot, and we sometimes be uncomfortable. But I tell you a trick that I do because, I mean, I just assume because I'm doing something, then most people do it. But yesterday, my friends were impressed. The people that I hung out with yesterday. Because Saturday I was with my children, and yesterday I was with friends and family. And so whenever I'm tired and my automatic alarm will be up early, I don't have to be at my daughter's house. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, them alarms can be getting on your nerves. But so whenever I go somewhere and I know it's gonna be hot, I buy those microfiber cloths, the ones that the guys use. Well, some of y'all might use too, but I don't really get out there and hand wash my car. But they hand wash their car usually with the microfiber cloths because they pick up so much water, right? They're able to obtain that water real good. So I use those towels in my cooler and I put them in a Ziploc bag with some ice cubes and water, and I set them in my cooler. And then when I'm hot, I just get one out, wring it out, and cool myself off. And so I ended up yesterday. I usually take like three or four, but I ended up yesterday giving, I only ended up with one because they were hot too, and they was like, "Oh my God, that's so neat! Oh my God, let me try it." And I was like, "Okay." And then so yeah, but yeah, so if you're going out and you're gonna be out in the heat, you know, you know hot out there. Sometimes you do need to cool down. You can use those, and if it's just me, I reuse them. But of course, now if somebody else comes and I give it away, I can't put my stuff back in the bag. So anyway, yeah, that's just a tip for the hot days. If you're going out in the summer, get you some microfiber cloths and put them in a bag with some ice and some water, child, and you got you a nice little cool down if things get too hot. Right? Yes, you know about them. Uh-huh. Yes, them cloths are lifesavers, honey. They will get you right, get you cooled right on down. Yep, yep, yep. And my god sister and her husband, they were with me yesterday, and when we were together, and he ended up on the stage because they also have a band, and so he's known locally by the bands around, and they saw him and they gave him a little set. So he went up yesterday too. So when he got off, that's when I gave him the towel. He was like, "Oh my God, this is a honey. You got to start packing these." She was like, "Oh, I am." So yeah, that's a tip for you, just in case you ain't know. But I see we at the 10-minute mark, y'all. We at the 10-minute mark, so we can talk about a little bit of mess here. Yes, PNC Ross. I think so too. My cousin turned me on to him. I didn't just wake up one day and say, "Oh, let me do this." I went to a wine fest. Matter of fact, it was this same wine festival. We went to like the first year that they started this festival. I wasn't living here though at that time. I was just hanging out with my cousin, and we ended up there. And she had them in a bag, and I was like, she's like, "Yeah, I bought you one," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much." So ever since then, child, I've been packing up my little microfiber cloths with my ice and my water right in my cooler. Okay, and you put it in the cooler in the bag so that it don't be with the stuff, and you know, yeah, there you go. Got yourself a good old treat. Good old keep you cool when it gets too hot. Okay. Well, anyway, y'all saw who was on this thumbnail this morning. We got Shamia, we got Phaedra, Portia, NeNe, and TS that made it up there with the girls, honey. Because baby TS is saying that NeNe and a lot of other people, y'all, I guess we think wrong. So we're gonna have to talk about that. Anyway, Shamia, I don't know if coming on Raw was going to be a good idea for you the way you did. I think this going to backfire on you. And I think that Candy, yes, this is me. This is what I think. I think that Candy gave you this idea, and I think it's going to backfire on you. That's what I think. Looking at the reunion, girl, because see, the thing about the reunion, y'all, what we got to always remember, usually what these ladies bring up in this reunion is what they want to talk about next season, right? So I think that was a bad idea for Shamia to see. This is why I was saying that you don't go back digging and don't leave dry bones where they at. Don't resuscitate things that are already, you know, not breathing, not just leave it where it's at. When you go back and dig up them dry bones, things can happen. Okay. And we got Phaedra. She was over there on Watch What Happens Live last night. And I didn't watch it because of course we was live, but I caught a clip of it this morning. And I don't know if y'all watched it, but Andy basically let us know he think it's some bullshit. Y'all heard how he laughed at that shit? If you didn't hear it, you're gonna hear it because I got it. Yeah, he laughed. He said, "So tell us about this June bug, or are you a June bug?" Like, yeah, he like this some bullshit, and he made it be known while they were talking, y'all. He made it be known that Phaedra, you were benched. Basically he's saying, why would you come back? People looking at that like Andy was reminding Phaedra that she was benched. No, Andy reminded y'all that Phaedra was benched because what he's saying is this lady ain't coming back here after we made her sit down for an egregious lie, right? Just to come right back here and do it to us again. We've made this girl making money hand over foot with Bravo and NBC Universal. Why on God's earth do y'all think she would be dumb enough to do that again? If people did not know Angela Oakley was acting last night, that was all an act. That did not look good to me at all. I don't know if she did it for a storyline so next season her and Phaedra can go back at it. I don't know and I don't care. But I'm telling you, Andy, don't believe it no more than I do. So we're going to look at that this morning. And what else did I? Oh, they not on the thumbnail, but we're going to start off. We're going to start off with Nelly. Okay, Nelly and Ashanti, because y'all know they got a show. So they little clips gonna come up here and there, and I may talk about them, but I ain't really checking for the show like that. But I may talk about these clips when I see them. So there's a clip going around of Nelly and Ashanti, and basically Nelly and Ashanti is having a conversation, but
I ain't got nothing for him.
about the children, the baby, him and taking care of his baby. Now this man say he ain't taking care of no baby until it can walk and talk, and she trying to figure out why this man don't get up and help her at the middle of the night. Girl, the man said he ain't taking care of no babies until they can walk and talk. Which part did you not understand? That what he said. He ain't taking care of no babies until they can walk and talk.
I ain't got nothing for him.
Absolutely not. I know.
Until he can say, I'm hungry. Until he can say, I need to use the bathroom. It's going to be a lot easier than that. But as soon as he started walking, I told him, I said, enjoy.
That what the man said. Until he can say, you like the show is funny? I don't like Nelly at all. He basically said, I have you a baby, you take care of it until it's older. Right. That's what he said. He said, until that little mug can walk and talk, you can forget it. He don't got nothing for you, Ashanti. That's what he said. I'm just saying. That's what he said. That what he said. Okay. Nelly said last night his 4 kids are grown. Are grown. Oh, so it come on Sundays. I ain't checking for it. I ain't checked for it. I don't know what channel it come on. I don't even know. I don't even know. But it's funny, so I might have to look. I might have to look for it and see. Now I like to laugh. All of the men are like that, especially with their daughters. You mean the men on that show, PN2 Ross? Because my ex-husband wasn't like that. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. He wasn't like that at all. He got on my nerves so much so because he was just like getting up and trying to tell me what to do. I was like, if you don't get out here, get out my face telling me how to breastfeed some baby. Wanted to get up. He was very much involved. He had changed the pamper, and then I feed him because I breastfed. So he'd get up and change that pamper in the middle of the night. I wasn't in it by myself, not with my ex-husband. Nope. He even did hair. Even did my girl's hair. So I didn't know early on I probably had rheumatoid, but my hands used to lock up early on when I used to try to braid and stuff. And sometimes he would do it. His mother was a hairstylist, so he knew about hair. Child, he would help. Yeah. And they would look a little weird, but he would do it. He would never let them, if my hands and stuff hurt or whatever, he ain't gonna let my kids go with a nappy head, honey. He'd do them girls' hair. So yeah, he was different, but he got up. He definitely got up. He was down. Like yesterday was Saturday, we went out. Shoot, he took all 3 of them grandgirls. My daughter's grandkids, he took them. My daughter's kids, he took all 3 of them. Yeah, he's good with babies and stuff. And my one little granddaughter, she only almost 6 months, or is she 6 months? Let me think. I had 3 babies in a row, y'all. I cannot remember everything. So I think she's 6 months now. So he had a 6-month, a 2-year-old, and a 4-year-old. He took all of them. Yeah. Nelly's oldest daughter is 31. So no, he's not going to help her. Plus he's a grandpa. Oh shit, he a grandpa too? Oh yeah, if he got a 31-year-old, he can easily be a grandpa. Well, listen, Nelly said he ain't doing it, Ashanti. Get somebody else to do it. Matter of fact, he said you do it. That's what he said. He said he'll help you out later on when the baby can walk and talk. So listen, this is what the only advice I got for Ashanti is this. Girl, listen, take that bull by the horn. Go ahead and take care of that little baby. But guess what? When his ass get old and he starts to walking and talking, you got the footage. Make his ass, hold his ass accountable and make him take the baby. Okay? hold his ass accountable. That's all you got to do. You got the footage to prove it, and we all saw it. All right, girl. So that's the best I got for you. Cause like P2 Ross said, listen, every man ain't helping you with no little ass baby now. Cause I can tell you right now. I guess I got what did that girl say, Tiffany Haddish? I guess I got mental issues then. Cause my first baby dad, of the first two kids, that man ain't do that. He ain't do all that. I can tell you right now. He ain't getting up and changing no diapers and all that shit. He act like he was even scared to hold the babies. Okay. So he probably was the same way, if I gotta be honest. He ain't say that shit, but he might as well have said it because he act like he was scared the babies was gonna break or something. So all men is not gonna help you with no children, Ashanti. So don't keep fighting that battle, girl. Move on. That's all I can say. Now y'all said the show was funny. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna watch an episode and see. Now if the episode is funny as heck and it's gonna pull me in, then I'm gonna just be all up in it. And, I can probably talk a little more about it, but probably brief. Oh Lord, I see it too in the chat. Is that for real? You can't hear me? I'm getting sick of this now. StreamYard. Oh my God, they got baby number 2 on the way. Okay. They said baby number 2 on the way for Ashanti. Well, then that explains why she's okay. That explains it now. That explains why she is asking for help or saying that he need the help because she getting ready to have that second one, and reality is slapping her in the face because reality is slapping her in the face because now she realized I done laid down here. Oh, Peacock dropped all the episodes. I hate when they do that, but I'm gonna go check it out. Um. Oh wow, she got another baby on the way. Oh Lord. So she got another baby on the way. That's not good, Ashanti. If he wasn't helping with that first one, you might not want to lay down to get that second one, girl. You getting old too. How old is Ashanti now? Was she like 43 or something like that? Ain't her and Portia like the same age? Child, Ashanti might not want to do all that. No 2 babies in a row. Not with this fool. Because if he ain't helping you, girl, you on your own. You on your own. And if I hope it wasn't true about that lady said that he had that at squirting. Now, I hope that wasn't true. Now that's what she said. This was down there having her squirt 2 weeks ago. That's what she said. I didn't say it, Shanti. That's what that lady said. You better check on that. Mm-hmm. You better check on that. Right, 44, and they about to have 2 babies, and this man ain't helping you. This ain't a good look, girl. And they out here talking about he got him squirting. So you better be child. Hope you don't end up being no baby mama. Now you won't be a baby mama because you had your kids in marriage. But I hope you don't end up being no ex-wife with them 2 babies like that, girl. That's what I hope. I hope that ain't about to happen to you. Because she looked frustrated when I seen her. She looked kind of frustrated. She didn't look too happy. But anyway, that's on her. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Y'all, listen. I seen a little video of Phaedra. She was out there clapping. And she wasn't clapping her hands, okay? Phaedra was out there putting in the little work. And how old is Miss Feifei out here clapping them clappers like that?
Yeah, go Phaedra, yeah. He was too thirsty. Yeah, go Phaedra, that's Phaedra, yeah. He was too thirsty. Call him play white curry, shoot it by the 30. I run with niggas and gorilla fatty. I'm at the kitchen with your nigga, baby, what you thought? Yeah, go Phaedra, go Phaedra, go Phaedra, that's Phaedra, yeah. He was too thirsty. For the weekend, I'ma send a
Child, not Phaedra out here giving the people clap, clap, claps, okay? The people said that's the dress she should have wore to the reunion. Baby, I hollered when they said that. They said, yes, what I thought she was 51, out there clapping them clappers like that. Listen, they said Phaedra should have worn that dress to the reunion. Baby, the way I hollered when the people said that, they said Phaedra should have. Who is going in and out the door? Said Phaedra should have wore that dress to the reunion, honey. I said, it is too hot. She said, it's too hot for that shit. Phaedra was clapping them clappers, honey. Phaedra said, clap on, clap on. Ain't no clap off, okay? Okay? Phaedra said, with that pretty ass dress on out there clapping them clappers, baby. She was clapping. The people was singing her name. I know that. That was the band started that. Go Phaedra. You know when they gonna do that to you, child. They say you doing something, okay? You doing something. You know the bands like that when you go off when they you know when they perform and they like when you know really get into it like Phaedra was doing, okay? Now keeping it on Phaedra for a minute. Listen, I grabbed a little clip from over there at Watch What Happens Live. I speed it up real fast, so hopefully Bravo won't, I ain't gonna play this whole little clip. I'm gonna just play enough so y'all can see Andy real quick, and I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, I think I got like 15 seconds I can do. All right, here we go, real fast. So pay attention. So some say Andy was being shady, saying you were benched from the show. I personally think that that's his way of saying you were benched. We took you off this show because, but that's also saying she wasn't fired. You were benched. I like the way he did that. Okay, so the point I'm making is I believe that he said that to say that um she was there before, but you know she got benched, so why would she now come back with the same behaviors? And I don't think she did it for that reason alone. I personally know that even you think about it on your job, when you on your job and you got written up for something, let's just say you get written up for something, what's the likelihood of you doing that again? What's the likelihood of you doing that again? I don't think the likelihood of Phaedra coming back with some egregious lie is gonna fly. She got some corny ass reads now. We got to give her that. She been stretching with them goddamn reads, but and I think that that's because they putting pressure on her with all this snap shit. So she just coming with anything now. I'm not bothered. Says I mean that's not I'm not bothered. Let me see. Unbothered by most. Oh, I like that. Okay. Says, I believe her. Why would she do something like that? Angela is just trying to have a storyline for next season. I agree. I totally agree. I think that was orchestrated by Carlos King. Oh, Carlos Carlos King, not the Carlos King. Mm-mm. The S offender guy was lying. Oh, that Miss Ross said Phaedra ain't stupid. Exactly. Exactly, Miss Ross. That's why I said, how can people be so silly to believe this? And you know why Angela did it? Because, or whoever put this on Phaedra, they did this because it would be so easy, right? It would be so easy for people to believe it because of the past. Because people don't like to move on from the past. They don't. They don't like to move on from the past. Now hold on one quick second. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Can y'all hear me? In my opinion, I think Britt or Kelly did it. Mm. You think Britt or Kelly did it? Let me know if y'all can hear me because I'm gonna tell y'all who I think did it. If Phaedra did this, Candy would be doing interviews everywhere. What a dirty dog she is. Hmm. Okay, great. Y'all can hear me. So I think that it was Kelly and Shamia. That's what I think. I think it was Kelly and Shamia. I think that Kelly, and if Shamia wasn't involved, great. But I do think Kelly did it. And I think that that's the reason why when she did that toast, and then he said it to her, and that way it keeps her in it, but it's something more. And the reason why I said that the reason why I said Shamia is because Phaedra got in it. They blamed Phaedra because they know Phaedra is an easy target. Who would know better than and not only is it saying Phaedra is an easy target, but this way they can be forced to kind of make Phaedra talk about, what happened before. You see? So this is all like a to me, that's what I see. That's what I see. That's what I see. I see that this was set up. It's a Phaedra takedown, but people are looking at it like it's an attack on Charles and Angela. This is a Phaedra takedown. They didn't want Phaedra to come back on this show. They did not. I was listening to a content creator Battle Truth, and he was saying Remy is pregnant, and the dude Easy has another woman pregnant, also allegedly. Oh, that's too bad for Remy. Hope her dumb ass ain't pregnant by that man. I hope she ain't pregnant by that man. Yep. Temple of Blue. I believe that. That's what I believe. I believe that they did this, and I think that is a way to for people to look back at Phaedra. Now people are forced to look back at what Phaedra did before by them doing that. So you thought you was gonna come back on this show and you wasn't gonna have to deal with the backlash of what you did. No. We're gonna make sure the people remember. This is what I feel. I feel it. I feel that this is what they did so that the people could all go back to what Phaedra did with Candy. This is their way of doing that. And I do feel like Shamir was heavily involved. I do. The same way she was heavily involved in this clip right here.
I'm here addressing a lot of backlash I got for doing NeNe.
Y'all had that conversation together saying that I was screwing Candy and Todd.
I kiss Candy in the club, you kiss Candy in the club.
That's how they both kiss Candy.
Let's
run the tape. Y'all had that conversation.
So Phaedra.
Y'all had that conversation. Y'all had that conversation together saying that I was screwing Candy and Todd.
I kiss Candy in the club, you kiss Candy in the club.
That's how they both kiss Candy.
Let's
run the tape. Y'all had that conversation together saying that I was screwing Candy and Todd.
I kiss Candy in the club, you kiss Candy in the club.
That's how they both kiss Candy.
Let's
run the tape.
Okay, you see, because what people failing to realize is that everybody thinks that Candy just walked away from this show because Bravo allows people to think that That's what they do. When Cynthia left, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, Cynthia left." NeNe, Vicky Gonverson, I'm probably saying that name, Tamara Judd. Those are the only ones who kind of been vocal when Bravo let them go, and they didn't go and pretend that they just made a choice. No, them women begged for their jobs back, but they didn't want to be gone. But the rest of them just go away quietly because they know how this works. They know that when Bravo don't want you, they let you go, but they might bring you back. Look at Sheree. She like they little yo-yo. They let her go, they let her come back. They let her go, they let her come back. Candy announced that she wasn't coming back because she hadn't gotten a pickup letter. She didn't announce that after Bravo gave her a pickup letter and she gave the pickup letter back and said, "No, I don't want it." That announcement came after others began to get letters and she hadn't gotten one. So she made an announcement because Bravo was taking too long. So she put the ball in her court and then she said, "I ain't coming back." But clearly Bravo didn't want you back because you didn't get a contract. So in my mind, I think she do want to come back. And Shamia is now getting on here, dropping her name so that she can come back. That's right. They don't want Phaedra on the show. They don't want Phaedra on the show because Candy wasn't on the show. They feeling like Bravo got rid of Candy for Phaedra. I'm telling y'all. Y'all ain't got to believe me, but I'm telling you what it is. They mad because Phaedra ass on there. They don't want her on there, and Shamia want Candy back on there. So she think if they go on there and say Candy, 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 Candy. Oh yeah. Oh, Yvette, Candy definitely doing good without Bravo. Now I can definitely vouch for that. Oh, she knows how to make money. You understand me? She knows how to make money. She knows how to make money. Okay? But my point is that Shamia is being used as a lapdog, but not Portia's Candy. All this Candy talk. Why is all this old Candy bullshit up? Why is all this stuff coming up? Who gives a damn about all that old stuff? Everything Shamia talked about is old. She ain't got nothing new. Who in the fuck care about some shit some 10, 15 years ago? Who cares? I don't think it's Phaedra, but I do feel that the name starts with a K. Kenya, Candy, Kelly, or King. I know that's right. Shamia needs to worry about keeping her spot on the show. Where was her husband during the reunion? Where he was at, he don't want to film. He don't want to film. And so what? And then we found out too last night what Kelly was supposed to have said about Shamia's baby. And she didn't really did she really talk about the baby? I'm because if she said, "Well, you made up a storyline like that stuff wasn't really true about the baby," that's what she said. And I heard that out here. I mean, I heard that in my chat before. I never spoke on it because I don't want to be speaking on, a mother in a situation where, because I never been there. I've never had a special needs child. I can't tell you. So I definitely can't say I understand it, right? I can't. And Britt, I think, was out of line by even telling her that. But was she talking about the baby? Because remember, Shamia came out and said that Britt Edie said something about the baby. So we all been waiting to hear her say something about Shiloh. And I personally didn't. And I'm still waiting because she was telling Shamia that the story that she did, she fabricated the story. That's what I heard. Now, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong because y'all know I don't mind that. Do I think what Phaedra did to Todd and Candy, she would do again? No. Shamia is doing what she wants to, and I don't know why Candy is being mentioned at all, not on the show. Yeah, because Shamir's doing that. That's Shamir. That's Shamir. Shamir is jealous of Phaedra and Portia's friendship. No, not Shamir. She's not jealous. No, no, no. They not Shamir, honey. They say Shamir don't be jealous because she rich and she got a husband that don't film with her, and he will come up on that FaceTime though. But she rich, so she can't be jealous. Rich people not jealous. That's what they say. I don't know. That's what they say. But anyway, y'all, let's get on to our last story, y'all. Cause T.S. Madison. Shout out to TMZ, honey. Because TMZ shared a clip of T.S. Madison, and she was talking about her little time over there on the NeNe Leaks show, honey. And baby, can we talk about TS? Okay, can we talk about her real quick? Let's listen in.
I'm here addressing a lot of backlash I got for doing NeNe Leaks interview, and I don't think it was backlash. I think that it was just me having a full conversation about, what people are really talking about, And I think that the world is so mixed up with people thinking like, men don't like trans women or straight men don't like trans women or whatever. These are these people's identity. People can identify what they choose. I said that the very first time when they were saying there's only two genders. NeNe represents 90% of women who feel that way. But, it's a real thing out here. Like, you can't, if you go down a man's Rolodex, you don't know what a man has done. Like, you don't know how real he's keeping it with you. A lot of women ask men to be upfront and honest, but then you don't leave the floor open, for them to tell you all their dirty laundry.
So a lot of people, were saying that NeNe was being transphobic. What do you say to those people?
I don't think that NeNe was necessarily being transphobic. I think that her thoughts are rooted into pieces of stuff that's been passed down. Like, do I think that she sees me as a man? Yes, I do think that she sees me as a man. Do I think that she respects me on the surface as a trans woman? Probably, maybe not. I don't know. I mean, she's respectful enough to use my pronouns as she and her, but like deep down inside, it's just like, you're a man, I'm a woman. I don't want to date no man that's ever dated with you. But girl, you live in Atlanta. Girl, you live in Atlanta. Girl, you live in Atlanta, girl.
Have you talked to NeNe since that sit down and?
I've texted her and said hi and hello, whatever. I liked her stuff, whatever. She's came under a few of my videos and stuff, and she's like, I mean, I don't have any problem with NeNe. She thinks like your aunt will think, or your neighbor, or she's a black woman that's thinks. A lot of black women think that way. So it's just like I didn't really take offense to it, but I did go back and I was like, looking like, girl, you should be more progressive than this. You're surrounded by gay people. You're surrounded by gay and trans people, girl. You should be more progressive in your thinking.
Where do I start? She says that the people say there's only two genders, as if there's not only two genders. There are two genders, male and female. Now, you can identify how you like, but there are two genders, male and female. Even if there's a change, right? Say you want to undergo a change. When you undergo that change, what do you undergo that change to get? You want to get male or female parts, right? I don't think she was talking about Shiloh. Neither do I. I was like, did I miss something? I don't know. Am I slow? Because to me, she was talking about Shamir, not the baby. But again, I think that was a game. If I say she talked about my kid, I can turn people against her. I can, then the people will know why I treat her this way. It's not just because of Kelly. I don't know. I think Shamir was not my biggest disappointment, but a lot of other people's, because they thought she was, my God made only two genders, male and female, period, the end. And I think we got the same God, girl. Yeah, so yeah. Anyway, she says that NeNe, she thinks that NeNe, let me hit that right quick, because TS says that NeNe calls her by her pronouns. Well, isn't that what we're supposed to do? Because that's what the world said we had to do, right? If I have seen people lose their jobs, I have seen people lose their jobs. And you know, because this is a public matter, I can just talk about my brother-in-law. He drove the public transportation here for 35 years. Well, maybe I think it was 40 by the time this happened. I think it was 40 years. I'm sorry. He wasn't ready to retire because he was still young. He started young and he was going to work as long as he wanted to work, right? You know, he was forced to resign from his job because he refused to call a trans uh, female, and he was terminated. Well, not terminated because he still got his pension and everything. But yeah, all those years they was like, you know, you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to resign. Yeah, because he refused to, you know, buy into everybody else. He's like, I'm not doing that. Y'all can do that. God said what God said. And that's what he stands on, right? But his beliefs don't matter because that's the way it is. That's the way things have been designed here. Is that your beliefs and your standards? Like y'all remember that lady who owned a cake store in right here, I think it was, and she refused to make a cake for a gay couple, and they shut her business down. They shut her business down. They put her on freeze. You can't do shit. What about the lady at the court? She said her belief says she can't be doing no merge licensing and all that for the same, you know, ex couples, and she didn't want to do it. And they told her, if you can't do it, then you ain't gonna have no job. Either you gonna come in here and do it, or you ain't gonna have no job. So our beliefs and our thoughts and our ideologies don't matter, TS. So that's the reason why the people call you by your pronouns that you want to be called by, because they've kind of taken our voice away to make yours louder. That's kind of how that works. They said our voices don't matter. That's what they said. Right? I never understood it. If you don't want to do a service for me, then I don't want you to. Right. So that's just kind of what happened. It's like she don't got no choice. NeNe don't got no choice but to call you that. And then you saying NeNe need to open up her mind. And then, see, there it is again. You want to force us women, our heterosexual women, if we go by your mind, you're saying we gotta be all right with men who want to be with you and me. No, I don't gotta be all right with that. And NeNe don't either, and I don't give a shit where NeNe live at. I don't care if she do live in Atlanta. That don't mean that she gotta accept the fact that some man wanna be with you, a man, and her, a woman. She don't gotta accept that. I don't know where y'all get that shit from. We gotta accept. No, we don't. You gotta accept it. You gotta accept it. So now you think we gotta accept it because y'all be messing with people's husbands that y'all know in the closet and people boyfriends. We don't gotta do that, and we don't wanna. Now, do they lie to us sometimes? Yeah, they do, and we don't know. But I'm not gonna openly date no man that tell me he like you too. No, sir, I sure ain't. I sure the ain't. So call me NeNe, call me what you want. But what you won't call me is no woman who openly gonna go out here and date no bisexual man. No, I don't want them. TS, I don't want them. But you keep them. You can have them. I ain't mad at you, but I don't want them. And NeNe don't gotta want them either, no matter where she live at. You basically saying that lady live in Atlanta. You live in Atlanta, girl. You live in Atlanta, girl. So NeNe basically she's saying, girl, you can just sleep with anybody, girl. Don't matter. Don't matter, NeNe. Okay? Girl. That's what she said. Girl. I have a cousin who was born male, and we were close when we were younger. He has the whole surgery. I refuse to call him by his new name, and the family still calls him, oh, his birth name. Oh, y'all still call him by his birth name? Child, I know he mad at y'all. I know he mad at y'all. He done went and got the whole surgery, and y'all still calling him by his name. Oh, well, your president said he going by the Bible. You know the one that he don't read, the one he had upside down was when he made pretend he was reading at that time. You know the Bible. Your president goes by the Bible, and the Bible says, okay, the Bible says. Need I tell you what the Bible says? It was man, we can be born male and female. That's what the Bible says. I didn't say it. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, TS says that uh NeNe sees her as a man, and unfortunately, I got the same eyes NeNe got, and I too see TS as a man. And unfortunately, TS, I'm like NeNe, and I don't want a man who likes men as well as me. I don't. I don't want them. You can keep those kind. Yeah, we don't want them. Yeah, we don't want them. He's tired of correcting us. Who tired of correcting us? TS? He tired of correcting us for calling. What he tired of correcting us about? I'm confused. Now, wait a minute now. Now, what he tired of correcting us about? See, now, hold on. What he tired of correcting us about? About him being a man? Because we don't need no corrections. Let me take my ass to work. I'm about to go to Starbucks. Don't need no correcting now. We don't need no correcting. Mm-mm. I know that ain't what he talking about, is it? No. Oh, now my cousin is tired of us calling him. Oh, oh. Now no one can call him by his birth name. So y'all can't call him by his birth name no more. So now what y'all gonna call him? What y'all gonna call him now? And wait a minute. Okay, now I got a question for you though. If he went and got the whole surgery, do that mean he now looks like let's say Sarah? Does he look like Sarah? And y'all calling him Tyrone? And y'all don't do that when his friends come around? I'm just asking. I got questions. Oh, is that the line? Oh, child, no, Jesus, I don't want it that bad. Oh, y'all is a mess. Mm-mm. That sit and all that drinking. Let me take my butt back on where I was going at, child. That's a mess over there. Okay, we the family can call him by his birth name, but no one else can. Yes, he's beautiful and looks just like a female. Oh wow. Oh wow. But you know what? They don't understand how hard it is. Especially like for you, somebody who grew up with them and you played with them all your life. And then it's just like you snatched everything from me because we grow up and we thinking we're gonna be best friends always. And I got my male best cousin, and then all of a sudden now we talk about how to put on makeup together and stuff like that. So I guess it's kind of different. Yeah, it can be really different. and hard on the family members. But they don't realize that because in their mind that's what they want. So, it don't matter to nobody else. That's how they identify, that's what they feeling and get with the program. I have a gay brother, but he's never expressed being called anything but his birth name. And I've never seen him in makeup or any of that type of stuff. He's a male and he's gay, but he doesn't do all that. You know, he not call me she her. No, he don't do that. No. Mm-mm. But he's a gay male. That's what it is. So you can tell. I mean, you can tell he is when you see him, but he don't be out here doing all that pronouncing and stuff. He is who he is. That's it. That's it. So yeah, TS. You know, girl, I don't know what you want NeNe to do. I'm with NeNe. I stand with NeNe on this one. When she right, she right. And I watched that interview, and girl, she ain't say nothing wrong. She said she don't want no darn man that like no man, and ain't nothing wrong with that. And she said you was a male, and ain't nothing wrong with that. She did say it. I was there. She said it. I watched it. She did say you was a male. She said you still got your parts right, and you said yes you do. So yeah, you know what it is, and that's it. And that's all I got. Okay. So listen, I'm at the job. And I'm about to go in here and do what I do. And y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Da da. I seen a comment say, "Don't like Phaedra. Why she look like she don't have no teeth?" Miss Classy 43 says she don't like no Phaedra, honey. That's all right. That's all right. Child, I say y'all like the people y'all like. Over here you can like who you want to like. You don't gotta like who I like or nobody else. You like who you want to like, child. That's how I do it. Cause baby, shoot, sometimes I don't like her. Sometimes, especially them reads she been having. Now I ain't gonna say I don't like her, cause I do like Phaedra, Portia. I even like Angela, but I think Angela made up a lot of lies, or even she being lied to, one or the other. Because now she did say she taking that boy to court. I did see that. So maybe somebody lying to Angela, but I like Angela. I do. I do. I like Shamir to a fault, but Shamir got a lot of bullshit going on right now because I feel like she being manipulative, bringing up all this old shit. That's how I feel. You know, this is how I feel. I could be wrong, but this shit is old. Should be over with. We shouldn't even be talking about it, especially not Candy. Candy not even on this show. Why in the hell is we talking about some Candy and Todd? They're not on this show. So to me, it's all manipulative. So, but anyway, listen, y'all know what to do with yourselves. Continue to be blessed by being a blessing to somebody else. Okay, share your smile with somebody today because you never know who might need it. All right. Treat people how you want to be treated. Treat people how you want to be treated. And then YOLO. You only live once. All right. Live your life on your terms and not nobody else's. You hear me? Yours, not nobody else's, only yours. With that being said, go have a beautiful day and avoid this damn heat because it is out here. Okay. I love y'all and have a good day. Bye. Look at all the summer school kids, child. I forgot summer school start today. Lord, the kids is back already. Jesus.
When I got with confidence, when I got with sip on it. Take a trip on it. When a girl who can go slow.